you know.
Huh?
It
What?
sounds like
My stomach's
stomach.
growling? My stomach's
Yeah.
growling?
The stomach's growling.
All I ate today was a slice of pizza. You know? Actually, you know,
Oh, you got that on air.
yeah, yeah. You know when a chicken actually when a rooster growls at you, it actually sounds like someone's stomach growling.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No kidding.
I got a rooster right out there. All right, hey, this is Johnny Beane, live right now, 5/16/16, 5:48 p.m. California time, 8:48 p.m. where these guys are.
Eastern time.
Did you say Keister time?
Yeah. Yeah, Keister time, Eastern time, whatever.
David Nesdahl, Rob Johnson.
Hello and hello.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening. Yes, yes. So these guys, they wanted to talk some EVHGEAR. Look at this, right there. Look at that. Look at that. I'm doing thumbs ups.
Thumbs
Showing
up.
you guys my EVHGEAR
That's
stuff.
gotta be good exercise. Those thumbs up.
You're right next to us, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah, so you guys want to talk, Dave, you got a guitar, Rob, you got a cabinet, you guys have different things. Who wants to go first?
Go ahead,
Go
Dave.
ahead, Rob. Go ahead, Rob.
All right. I'll make it quick. I have my EVH Star guitar right here. I've been messing around with that, and I haven't played it in a while. I have a red D-tuner on it, like Ed's. And I think, Dave, you have one on yours too, don't you? You got a red D-tuner on yours.
I do.
One thing I did do to this guitar, I built one myself years ago. I no longer have it, and it was a little more accurate to the original. But this one's stripes are not totally accurate to what Ed's original was, but it's more of a tribute guitar, which I think is cool as hell. But one thing I did do is I put the Ubob 2 on the back of mine just to make it a little bit more. Yeah, I did that, Ubob 2.
How did you do that, by the way?
Just painted it on with white marker, basically a white paint pen. That was it. I just painted
Ubob?
Ubob.
Is it Ubob or Ubob?
Ubab.
And there's still some mystery as to what that actually means. I know it was in the Eddie Van Halen book that Sloz put out back a few years ago. We finally got some visuals of what the back looked like, but there's some theories on it. Not really sure what it is. But, I'm gonna give a.
I thought it was ugly badass something or something.
Something like that. I didn't want to say anything about it because I don't quite remember it. But yeah, it was something along those lines. I think you're right. And the 2 obviously meaning version 2, I believe. But just want to give a thumbs up to Dave.
I can actually find out. I can find out what that means.
That'd be cool. I'd love to know.
I'll find out.
Yeah. That'd be cool. Give a thumbs up to Dave Nesdahl, and thank you very much, my friend, for shipping me an EVH Chrome Floyd. I have a D-tuner I'm going to throw on it. The reason I have this is because I'm going to put it on my EVH Mexican what do you call it? Wolf.
Wolfgang?
Yeah. Right now I have a PV. Yeah. Is this a Wolfgang or what is this thing now? Yeah. I'm going to put it on my Wolf, my EVH, because right now I have a PV bridge on here, and it's got a, it has a big block in it thanks to Adam Reaver. However, after much kind of consideration, I've decided that I'm going to take this off and put the EVH one on. Because I have a special surprise coming in the mail on Wednesday that I will show you guys, I'm no longer going to need this bridge on this guitar, so I want to make it a little bit more original. But I do like the chrome hardware on it. Dave, you did the same thing. I'll let you show yours in a few minutes. Yeah, I love the chrome hardware on these Mexican guitars. I think it looks so much better, you know, through the Pearl tuners on. But the only other thing I was just going to show tonight is picked up a new toy. You'll notice there's a 1x12. Well, you notice there's a Steinberger Transstrom on top of it. You guys like that, don't you? You like that?
What was that?
There's my 5150 combo 1x12, and I wanted a little bit more thump, so I chose to go with a 1x12.
You wanted a 212.
Basically, it's a 212, exactly.
It's a 212 stereo. Pull them apart.
Yeah.
You got your 212 stereo amp.
So I wanted to do that, and I got the ivory so I could kind of blend the two colors. And yeah, I love it. It's kind of cool. I missed my stack. I had one like what's behind Dave a year or so ago. Then after the divorce, I ended up kind of having to get rid of it to stir up some cash. But so I missed the stack. However, the combo is a great amp. I love it. I love the power scaling feature. And now that I have this little 1x12, it's basically a 212. So gives it a little bit more power, a little bit more thump, and I like the color combination. So it's kind of working out pretty good. So that's my new thing.
It's like Zebra.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Kind of like a reverse Zebra.
Reverse Zebra. That's right.
Depends on where you set the cabinet. If you set it over here, it's a Zebra. If you set it over here, it's reverse Zebra. Or if you set it on top.
I was actually thinking of doing that, actually.
Then it would be like a reverse cowboy Zebra.
Reverse cowboy? Oh, never mind. I was thinking something else.
You know, a friend of mine actually, he uses a
Dave knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, gosh. A friend.
No, I don't mean that. I just mean
somewhere
else.
A buddy of mine uses the I forget which EVH amp he has, probably the 100 watt, I think, and then has the two 112s.
Yeah.
Or would that be a 50 watt?
If he has a 100 watt with two 112s, those speakers are going to blow up.
Okay, he probably has the 50. He probably has the 50 watt then, and he uses two 112s, and he puts one under the amp for behind him for stage volume. Then he has another one on the side for a monitor. He separates them, you know?
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Good plan.
It's a great idea.
That is a good plan. Nice.
What do you got?
Oh, question. We got a question already.
You got a question? Now batting for Pedro.
Yo.
Very good.
Is that the question? Oh, hey,
no,
Vinny.
was it?
It's Vinny.
Hey, Vinny.
What's going on,
Is it
Vinny?
no?
Congratulations on your guitar, pal.
Yeah, congratulations, Vinny.
Oh, he got his guitar today. Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
He must be pumped. He must be pumped.
You rocking out, Vinny?
Yeah.
Hey, Vinny, you should do a Facebook Live video. Show off that guitar. Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be cool. Did you guys see the Facebook picture of it today?
Yep. I told him to take a photo of the body so that people could see the autographs too, but he hasn't done that yet.
Yeah, the picture I saw on Facebook a little dark. So, Vinny, if you're watching this, if
Yeah.
you could,
Well, his room is dark.
yeah. Take some pictures of the body, Vinny. That'd be cool to see the autographs. You know.
Yo, Vinny says. Now he's coming at me on Facebook.
Oh boy.
Next will be he'll pop up on my Friendster instant messenger. Did you guys ever use Friendster? Nesdal has no idea what Friendster even is.
I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that is.
Friendster was one of the original social networks like Facebook. Friendster was before. Wasn't it before Facebook? Do you know, Rob?
I remember hearing about it. I think it was before Facebook or right around when Facebook was just getting off the ground.
Mm-hmm. There was several. There was MySpace. There was Friendster was one of the first ones. I remember all my friends were on. They would send me invites to join Friendster. So I remember joining, and it was nothing but spam bots. it was nothing but photos. You get a message. Oh, I got a message, and it's a woman in a bikini. Every message was like, it was nonstop spam. It was horrible.
You mean like my friends list?
I'm okay with those kind of messages. I like those kind of messages. I don't get many of those.
Like my whole Facebook friends list? Women in bikinis? Very funny.
Ugh.
Smooth and like
Very funny. God. I can't remember. Johnny calls me one morning and says, this girl, is she a friend of yours? I'm like, I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's a bot. Because what girl in her right mind is going to send me a picture of her in her bikini and it be a real person?
You're too hard on yourself there, bud.
I'm just making a joke, really. No, I know. All kinds of women send me bikini photos. I get it.
Well, tell them to send some to me, would you? I need to talk about
Yeah, because
I was like, Johnny, don't click friends on that because I don't think that's real.
And I'm like, why are you even friends with them if you know it's not a real person, but it's still you still have them on your list?
Well, because I'm lazy with Facebook, and for a long time when someone would friend me, instead of me investigating, I would just click accept. So yeah,
that's not good.
And then you forget their name. You forget their name, especially during sex. You forget their name and you call them something different. It's just ridiculous. You get slapped all kinds of crazy.
Yeah, they don't like that very much.
Yeah, you start calling them Bob. I don't know.
Yeah. Bob.
Vinny.
Bob's supposed to be watching this, by the way, tonight. She said she was, so we'll see.
Yo, Vinny says, yo. Vinny, are you watching us?
Apparently he is.
No, I don't know. I don't know if he is. He just says, yo. But no. Yeah, so I get friend requests every day. And I see several of them where it says Nesdal is a mutual friend. Because Nesdal has like 3,000 friends or 4,000 friends. So I see it says David Nesdal's a mutual friend, whatever, And so most of them, I ask them first. I'm like, is this a real person? Who is this? And some of it's like, oh yeah, that guy, oh he's cool. That guy, he's cool. That person's cool. And the sketchy ones, I'm like, Dave, I think you should delete this one. I don't think that's a real person. But anyway, we're talking about the guitars. We actually have people watching us. So
awesome.
Cool. So Rob, you got that one, the Star, you got the new cabinet. Congratulations. That's awesome.
The new cabinet. So right now, as far as EVHGEAR, let's see, what do I have? So just EVHGEAR. The Star, the Wolf, the Mexican Wolf that I showed you, the cab, the 5150. Let's see, the Circles guitar, the 2015.
Oh, gosh. You didn't oil your seat, man.
God, what is that? You have like a parrot in there?
No, it's a tool. That sounds kind of gross.
Have like
Johnny, that sounds kind of gross. I need to oil my seat.
And then I wasn't talking about that, man. But dang.
All the pedals and everything, the flanger, the wah, and the phaser. So yeah,
Are you sitting on a drum? Are you sitting on a throne?
I was about 20 minutes ago before we started.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's kind of a squeaky stool. So I gotta make sure I don't spin around in circles. I gotta get rid of this damn thing. But, yeah. So, Dave, what do you have? What are you hanging on to there?
What are you sitting on, Dave?
What are you sitting on, Dave?
I outfitted my guitar here, my Mexican Wolfgang Special, with an original OFR, original Floyd Rose in chrome. I put the stainless steel locking screws and the titanium saddles in it, and the nut and string tree, and I actually took these tuning pegs off my Star guitar and put them on here.
Nice.
And put the perloid ends on. I put a call into EVH today via the Music Zoo to have to get another set of these chrome tuning pegs to put back on my Star, so I'm not worried about that.
Yep.
This bridge also has a brass big brass block on it as well, and it actually, the guitar, it was great to begin with. The guitar was great to begin with, even with the Black Floyd and all that stuff, and just as it came from in the box. But it rings really well now. Like, it's like really resonant, and it. I mean, I don't think it really has much to do with the chrome, but I like the way the chrome looks. I just think the brass block does a lot for it. The titanium saddles does a lot for it. It feels like a better guitar, and it was a great guitar to begin with. So I'm really happy to be playing this now. It's great. Now, one thing I do have to say is the Floyd Rose nut. This is the black one that it came with, because the holes on the back don't line up for an original German Floyd Rose. So what I did was I took silver Sharpie paint pen and colored the Floyd silver, so it looks like a chrome one.
Yeah.
It looks really good, and the clamps are they're normal German Floyd Rose silver clamps, but you would never tell that this wasn't an all chrome Floyd nut
from a distance. Looks
great, right? I'm impressed with it.
Yeah, it looks great. Looks fantastic, Dick. You did a great job on that. I love the chrome hardware on that. I really wish they came from the factory like that, because
that's the discussion. That's the discussion that I want to have is why don't these things come with chrome hardware? It's so funny. They all should. My personal opinion is that the black cheapens it. It makes it look not as I mean they're not terribly expensive to begin with, but it makes it look like more of a toy with the black on it. It looks more like an expensive guitar, with the chrome on it. It just looks nicer.
It's like a
someone did bring up a good point on the comments when I had said something like that, or actually everyone was saying, oh, it looks nice, and I can't remember who it was, but someone had said, what's it sound like? Because who cares what it looks like? And point well taken, because really the sound is the most important thing, but it's also about looks too with me. All my guitars sound great. I've got great ears. I know what sounds good, and I'll only buy good sounding guitars. So the next thing is to make them look nice, and that's what I do, and that's what I think I did. And I think everyone at EVHGEAR and Mr. Eddie Van Halen, look at this. This is the way it should be, in my opinion. There goes my rant.
And it's honestly, Dave, it's like a nice firearm, like a nice pistol. You take a blued steel, nice, and then you take a nice steel, and that is what looks sharp, And I'll be
sure.
I think my opinion on why they're doing that, and this is just nothing more than my opinion, I think they're trying to be different. I think they're trying to come out with some variety. I think they're trying to appease different audiences. I mean,
That's it. They're appeasing to the metal kids.
Yeah.
They got the black amp, and they want to make their guitars look mean for the metal kids.
Yeah.
You know what? The standard is a good one for the metal kids. The Special and Everything USA should have chrome on it.
Yeah.
That's my 2 cents.
Well, I really like it. I really like it that way. I'll be honest.
Thank you. I do too.
I'm contemplating getting that exact guitar, the red one, because I really like that color, and doing exactly.
Nice.
I like the chrome on it. I really do. You know, when you had that a few weeks ago,
Cool.
you had the Black Floyd on it with the chrome bar. It looked okay, but it still didn't look right. Now
I agree. I agree. And I gave it a chance. I absolutely gave it a chance with the black on it, and I'm like, and you know what? It didn't really stay in tune as nicely as you know. I was giving the Korean bridge a chance.
Yep.
And it was okay. It was better than the rest of them that I've owned, but still wasn't great. Also, the D-tuner wouldn't really work well on the black. This one really is, well, now it's making me a liar, but I can't even get my hand on it. But it normally goes out nice and smoothly, and it goes in nice and smooth. It's it's in tune. The whole thing. It's a better working mechanism. That's in it. Again, this is my opinion. I kind of think it's fact because my ears and I hear the way I hear things and the way I see things. I wouldn't say it if I didn't think it was true. But again, my opinion. Everyone has their own opinion on it, so I'm just gonna say it's my opinion.
You're talking about the black D-tuner?
Yeah, the black D-tuner.
Okay.
Yeah. And the black bridge in general, just the fact that it's a little wonky. It's not as stable as the chrome. It just isn't. And the fact that the Korean versus the German, it's just not as stable. That's I'm gonna call it fact because it's happened more than once with these things with me. But again, there are people out there that think I'm crazy and don't believe it just because it's got the EVH name on it, and that's not necessarily true. People think, well, if it's good for Eddie Van Halen, it's good for everyone. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned. Eddie Van Halen is trying to put out a product at a specific price range, and in order to put it out in a specific price range, he's cutting corners a little bit to make it worth, to make it that price range. If this guitar came with a German Floyd Rose on it, this would be $1,500 and not $1,000.
Yeah.
If it came with the USA version of the Wolfgang pickups, it would be more money than it is with the Mexican version. I mean, quite frankly, I don't really hear a difference in the pickups. I think they're pretty much the same.
Yeah.
But it's all the little things to get it within that price point. Because if it was made like the American ones, it would be an American price. It would be $3,000. So it's common sense.
Well, I mean, you play both of them. I mean, you have.
I do.
All of them.
In fact, I play this one. I play this one more than I play the American one, and I love that American one. I love my white guitar. I love my Stealth, but I really love this guitar. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's so comfortable. It sounds great. Then this neck feels retarded. It's so good. It's really a great guitar. I'm a big fan of red to begin with, but it's just a great guitar, and I wouldn't care if this guitar was this quality and it was made in China. I'd play this all the time, even if it was made in China. I still would have made the changes I made to it to make it better, but I just dig this guitar. And again, I will reiterate, I love my Stealth, and I love the white one with the ebony fretboard. I love those two guitars.
Let me ask you this.
But this guitar speaks to me. It's really speaking to me.
Let me ask you this, Dave. How do you think they compare to your Ernie Ball Music Man, Eddie Van Halen?
I don't like my Ernie Ball. I don't like it at all. I have it because I need to have one, but I don't like it.
Yeah, Dave got really mad.
I've had ones in the past that I liked better than the one I have now.
Yeah.
Just the one that I have now looks really good, and go find another one. I've already got it. I've already got one.
Yeah.
It needs. I don't. You know what it is? I don't like the Floyd on it. I don't like the bridge, and I'm just lazy to change the bridge. The one that's on it is all original. But it's there's something about that guitar that is not sustained. It just doesn't sustain.
Yeah.
And I think it has to do with that bridge. But I just don't feel like making all the changes to put another Floyd on it, and then it's not original anymore. It's it's a guitar. It's not like this. If it was something that is easy to replace, then I would make all the changes to it and get it over with. But it's a guitar that it's not made anymore. They're like $3,000 and up. They're just expensive. So it's just gonna have to stay the way it is.
Yeah. Well, I do like that.
But of all my Van Halen signature style guitars, it is my least favorite.
Yeah.
I can't believe you just said that, man.
Johnny, maybe yours is better than mine. I don't know, but that's
I remember the day you
my
got that,
opinion,
man.
And my guitar. I remember when I got it too, and I tried to fall in love with it. And the neck feels great, the pickups sound great, but when you use it, it doesn't. The strings don't bounce, so the sound doesn't. It doesn't bounce. I can't explain exactly what I mean, but the
I know exactly what you mean.
The body doesn't vibrate the same way as these guitars. When you do a dive bomb with that guitar, the sound dies. It doesn't have that. It doesn't have that thing. It doesn't have that thing. It just sounds like the guitar is dead, and that's what I don't like about it.
Well, yeah. I know why. I know. I've got all the answers for you.
So tell me. Come on. I'll go sit on the couch. I'll lay on the couch. You can have your little
iPad
board in front of you, and you can tell me. You can shrink my head a little bit. Yes, shrink my head.
No, when you first got the guitar, man, you were insane. You were like, oh, I can't believe I got this. Oh, it's amazing. You were like all over that thing.
I know.
For like a week.
I know.
And then you got another guitar, But no.
Yeah.
The reason why you're mad about that guitar, for one thing, is because you took that original bridge apart and you couldn't put it back together. That's what really ticked you off about, I think, that whole thing.
But it was like that it was like that before I took the bridge apart, and I was looking for a reason why it wasn't sustaining. That's why I took the bridge apart.
Because that bridge, it doesn't feel like an original Floyd. It doesn't have the same feel to it. It's different. So it's like I mean, my guitar has a German Floyd on it now. And it does everything. It's not set up correctly. Most of my guitars are set up like crap, but I still play them. I can still play them. I'm used to action that high.
Yeah.
I'm used to it because you work your way around it. You make the stuff work. I mean, that's like Eddie. People, Eddie always called his Frankenstein a piece of crap, and people who would see it would say that's a piece of garbage. It shouldn't work. The intonation's wrong. It shouldn't work, but it does. It works for the person,
Yeah.
It works for the individual. So for me, playing guitars with action that's horrible, I mean, I'd like it to be lower, stuff, some of my stuff needs to be set up or whatever. But no, my Music Man with my German Floyd, even though the high E string is like that high off the fretboard, to me, it does everything for me. It's amazing. Amazing. But I think the problem you were having though is just with that bridge. With the Godo.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%, and that's enough for me to say I don't like it as much as I like these guitars. That's all.
But it's a different guitar though too. I mean, it is the mother of those guitars. It really is. But it's different. It's not the same. You know? And I mean, for me,
No, you're right.
For me, I went years and years and years saying the Ernie Ball Music Man is better than the PV Wolfgang, which I still think to this day. You know, I like the neck better. You know, for me, my perfect guitar, as far as the PV and the Music Man, would be a Music Man neck on a PV body. You know, which I'm sure Eddie did. Eddie has, you know. Who knows? That's probably what he actually used in the studio. You know?
You never know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he interchanges all that stuff. But as far as the new Wolfgangs, you know, even that one, even mine's the Chinese version. The neck is amazing.
Yeah, they're great.
You know?
They're absolutely great. I absolutely love it. You know,
it's the next step. I mean, to me, it's like it's kind of like Eddie made the Ernie Ball Music Mans, he made the PVs, he made the EVH Wolfgangs. To me, the EVH Wolfgang is just like, for me, it goes from the Ernie Balls to the EVHs. He like jumped over the PVs, in my opinion, as far as the quality of these. You know.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think that they're closer to the Music Man. You know, they're really not like the PV. The PV is its own thing, and people love them. People play them. People love them. You know, myself, I can never get into the PV neck because it's so different.
Well, I got to tell you, the PV special that I have, the green one that I have, feels very, very similar to this red one.
Mm-hmm.
The neck, from front to back, feels exactly the same. It's the same thickness.
I can see that.
Which is really weird. It's really weird because this does not feel anything like the USA ones that I have.
But the PV specials didn't feel like the PV regular ones, though, right?
Right.
They weren't the same.
You know what I don't like about the standards or the arch top PVs is that they were like almost square in the back. Like the shoulders they were almost like square.
It's
very flat from front to back,
very
but
flat
the
on the
sides
top.
were big.
And then it's almost like I'm trying to make the neck shape with my fingers.
Like this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of sharp. Kind of.
Like this,
there's
exactly.
a sharpness.
Yes.
There's a sharpness to it.
Yeah.
Whereas
it
the
was
Ernie
a
Ball
U.
Music Man,
It's like a U.
Yeah.
It's like a U, but flat here.
Yes. Yeah. Whereas the Music Man is like a baseball bat, but in a good way. You know, people talk about a baseball bat neck. The Music Man really is almost like a baseball bat in a way, but it's good.
But small. But it's a very small bat.
Very
you know, like T-ball. It's like a T-ball bat. But to me, the best neck is your EVH, you know, your Stealth, your white one. You know, I mean, even these, even the Chinese one, the new EVHGEAR necks to me are the best out of the three. To me.
Yeah,
Most
I agree.
comfortable.
I agree. I love those. I love the.
I mean, they're just
my white one.
So,
I love the Stealth.
So fast, so quick.
Yeah.
So small. Still kind of, you know, it's just insane.
Yeah, but like I was saying before, for some reason this guitar speaks to me. Just, you know, it's I picked this one up before I picked the other ones up, and it's very weird to me because normally I'd be like, no, USA all the way, you know, but it ain't like that with this. It's just this is my favorite one, and I can't explain it other than just saying that this guitar is so good that it's just my favorite guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, and I wouldn't believe it if I didn't have the other ones that I have. I wouldn't believe that I just said that, but it's the truth. I love this guitar.
You'll be watching this video in like 3 months, and you'll watch that one point, and you'll just be like, you'll be like, did I just say that?
No, I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. I really wouldn't. You know, I'd be like, yeah, it's cool. But I love it. I play this guitar more than I play all the other ones. It just does it for me. You know, it makes me want to go out and get the army drab green one. You know, to have a second one, you know, like it. I don't want to have the same color, but I want to have another one of these guitars.
They look great, and that's the thing about those guitars, those particular ones. Well, I mean, most guitars, I guess, but those because of the finish on those, you can't really. In like the video and the photos don't do those guitars justice.
No,
you know, when you
even
see
looking at it like this, looking at it like this through the computer, it's not the same as holding it and looking at it like live, because this guitar looks so much better when you're holding it and playing it than it does on a computer or it just you'd be like, you know, I'm sure people are like, dude, it's a piece of, you know, whatever, who cares? But put it in your hands and play this guitar, and you're done. You're done. It's great.
Yeah, I saw those at NAMM. You know, I mean, we saw the photos of them before NAMM. You know, we saw all the stuff.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. And then when I was there at NAMM, I saw that thing in person. That one, the green one, the gold one, the whatever all the new stuff is now. And I was telling you guys, I'm like, dudes, this stuff looks amazing in person. You know, it looks super cool because even, you know, some people are like, you know, whatever. It's just a new color or whatever, you know. But until you actually see that stuff in person and you know the quality of the specials, you know, the Mexican specials.
Yeah.
They're great guitars, and I would, you know, if you can save up, you know, I would get one of those.
Yeah, absolutely. I was tooling around with the idea of getting, you know, the Music Zoo has a USA 3-tone sunburst with a hardtail, and I was you know, thinking maybe I'll buy that. It's pretty inexpensive for what it is. And you know, it has the ebony fretboard with the block inlays. And I was thinking about getting that, painting the headstock red, and putting it on this guitar. But I'm not gonna do it. I love this guitar just the way it is, with this neck on it. It's absolutely perfect the way it is. You know, yep. I love it. Love it as is. It doesn't have to look exactly like Eddie Van Halen's. I don't care. You know, that whole thing. Yeah, I've got a bunch of guitars that look exactly like all of his guitars, and I love doing that too. That's fun. But at the end of the day, I bet you he doesn't have one that looks like this. I love this the way it is now. Love it.
Well, he probably does.
I didn't do this because I thought he did it. I didn't do it because, you know, anything. I just thought I want this guitar, and I want to make it the way I want to make it.
Mm-hmm. Dave, exactly what that's saying is exactly why I did this with that, with the kill switch and everything. Eddie doesn't have a guitar like this, you know, with black tuners, you know, pearloid heads, chrome hardware, you know, and a red kill switch. He doesn't have one like this, and I thought the same thing. I was just like, this is the Mexican version, just like yours. And I love this neck. I love the feel. I love the weight. I love, you know, how the arch, they did with the arch and everything, and you know, the arch top. Yeah. And I'll tell you, I've thought too about, you know, maybe I'll put a different neck on it, you know, with block inlays to make it look more kind of like the one that he played, you know, the drop the hell tuner he did for As Is. And I was just like, nope, I like it just the way it is. I really do, you know. And it's
yeah. And, you know, in photos now, he's using in the photos, I don't know if he's actually using it, but he was photographed with a 3-tone sunburst with a chrome Floyd, you know, and an ebony fretboard. It might be the guitar he's using today. Who knows? Yeah. He was just photoed with it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You know? I believe that was his warm-up guitar backstage. That guitar.
Yeah, but he also had the black with black stripes as a warm-up guitar as well.
Mm-hmm.
He had a few of them. But yes, you were right. For a while, he was using that guitar as a warm-up guitar, and but still, it's cool. It's really cool. But yeah, I'm gonna keep this guitar just the way it is. I'm not gonna change it.
Cool.
So, yeah, I love it.
Right on. Right on. Well, hey, let me read some quick comments and questions. Our friend Faraz.
Hey, Faraz.
Where are you, Faraz? Where is he?
Oh, Pakistan, wasn't it?
Pakistan. Faraz, dude, what are you doing awake? What time is it where you are?
It's tomorrow.
Oh, here we go. Oh, he's got more questions. Okay, here's one of them. Hey guys, how are you all doing? Love the chrome look on the Wolfgang Special, Dave.
Nice, thank you very much. Me too.
And then he actually just chimed in with another comment or question. Our friend Faraz. I have a question. Are the Wolfgang Specials any different in thickness compared to the USA standard ones?
No.
Meaning the USA.
Yeah, they're the same. What makes them look thinner is that the one-ply black binding makes the body look a little thinner. Because on the white American especially, the cream binding, you can't really see it unless you're close up, so it makes the body look thicker. But it's not. It's exactly the same.
Right. Right. Yeah, this one. The one that I'm using for my avatar currently. That one.
Yes.
Yeah,
correct.
when it's straight ahead, you can't see the binding. It looks like a thicker body. Yeah. Yeah, well, cool. Hey, Faraz, how are you doing, man? Let's see, and there's something else.
It's Tuesday where Faraz is.
Wow.
2 for Tuesday.
Huh?
2 for Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday? Are you having tacos, Faraz? It's Taco Tuesday. It's funny, though, because I eat at Chipotle every Tuesday, but I don't have the tacos. I have the burrito bowl. So for me, it's always burrito bowl Tuesday. Right, Howie?
There you go.
Howard's is in the house.
Howie! There he is.
There he is. Howie!
Howie! Great facial expressions. He turns back and looks like, what are you guys talking about?
Yeah. There he is. Oh, he's itching.
Howie's like, it's all about me.
He's scratching.
Did you go to the beach today, John?
Huh?
Did you go to the beach today?
No, not today. Oh, Faraz, he says, doing good. Yes, it's Tuesday morning, 6:30 a.m. Oh, crap. I have to open up the question. A comment. Unfortunately, my Wolfgang Special that I ordered is stuck in Germany. I'm waiting on it. We'll get here soon. It will get here soon, he says.
Which one did you get, Faraz? Which one did you get?
Yeah.
Well, if it's stuck in Germany, maybe they're putting an original German Floyd on it.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
One could only hope.
Stuck in Germany. Maybe Jared grabbed it.
Yeah. Now let me ask
you. He didn't intercept it.
Speaking of Jared, did you guys see Liquid Charlie's new videos?
Oh, there's a couple on Facebook. Yeah, I saw them.
Yeah, did Jared give him that guitar? Because I think that was Jared's, or is Jared's.
I don't know.
It's a black USA with a red D tuna and
a stealth.
Yeah.
He gave him a stealth and he gave him Rob's Star guitar.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I'm serious.
I'm serious.
Jared gave him those?
Yeah. Johnny's serious.
He gave him both
nice of him.
Yeah, I saw those today. I saw some of them on Facebook, Dave. Saw a couple of those. What do we got for questions, Johnny? Anything else?
Oh, yeah, Faraz, he's back. He says the special in vintage white.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
Got from Well, I won't say the store. I won't say the store. Just yes, the original Floyd. He says. Big Beebs. Wait, Big Bigs? Beegs? Big Beegs chimes in.
Big Beegs?
Beegs? Beegs?
Okay.
Big Beegs?
Sounds it. Big Beegs.
Hi guys. He says hi. I have a PV52. Oh, Vinny just chimed in. I got my guitar. Everybody's awake now. Oh yeah, we got more people. We were going to do a half-an-hour video, and now there's like 1 billion people here. Hi guys, I got Big Beegs chimes in. Hi guys, I have a PV52, and I was thinking about buying one of the Fender built ones. What are your thoughts on the new 5153? And this is the only one. This is the only one that I own right here. So I'll let you guys tackle that. I'll be right back.
I've owned a.
Go ahead, Rob.
Well, I'm just gonna say this is my take on it. I've owned a 5150, the original one, and a combo and a head. Love those amps. Love the original PV5150s. Awesome amps. Powerhouse amps. Even my combo. I've owned 2 of the combos over the years, and they just have an incredible amount of thump. A lot of distortion. Didn't really like the clean settings on them, but I love the amps. They had a great sound. Basically, in my opinion, they were kind of a Soldano amp. It was basically a hot-rodded Soldano. That was Eddie's intention. Eddie, we all know Eddie played Soldano amps in the mid '90s, early '90s when he was looking at, or actually late '80s, I should say, late '80s, 1990, and that's a lot of people say that he basically took the Soldano amp and took the mods and used it for the 5150, but the 5152 I have actually never played. I've seen them, but I've never played one. The 5153s, like I said, I have the combo now, and I've owned the 50-watt head. A much dirtier, crunchier amp, a lot darker of a sound. You can tweak that a little bit. I guess if I had my choice, I would go with the 5153 just because definitely this combo. I love the sound of this combo. I can really dial in a nice tone. But I would say, in my opinion, and Dave might disagree or agree or tweak it, a little bit to his own specs. But I love the original PVs. The 5153s are a little bit rawer of an amp, a little bit dirtier tone, a little crunchier. What do you think, Dave?
I'm gonna go the other way.
Okay.
I've owned several of the 100-watt version 1 PV5150 amps, the block letter EVH ones.
Yep.
I've owned one 5152 100-watt, and I think the distortion sound was too buzzsawy. It was not pleasant to the ears.
Mm-hmm. On the two,
and both the original and the 2, and they were super noisy. Granted, any amp that's going to have heavy gain or high gain is going to have noise. It's going to hiss. It's going to do that. But those amps were super noisy, like they were annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were super loud. They are good amps. They still are. If I was told, well, you have a 5150 amp to use, I'd be like, okay, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But these 5153s, I think, are more easier on the ears. I think although they are high gain, I think they're easier on the ears. They're not so buzzsawy. They can sound more martially than the old PVs did. The clean sound of the amp is much better. I also think that the bedroom volume is much better on these amps. They're also super loud. I like the 5153 amp much better than the original PVs. So I will say, absolutely, if you want to grab one, it's a great amp, and you're gonna love it. My only thing is now I want a 100-watt one. I like the 50 for the house, but I think I want a 100-watt version of it, and two 412 cabinets.
Yeah. Well, I think
I'm using right now. I have this 50, and I have two 212 cabinets, and both are hooked up, one on top of the other, and it's a nice big sound. But I think the 100-watt. I want the 100-watt because it'll be a little bit. I want to say cleaner. Cleaner may not be the exact word I'd use, but even the overdrive, the distortion sound would be a little cleaner, a little less compressed. This is a great sound, but I think the 100-watt would be just a little bit bigger sound.
Well, I think we both agree
not as compressed.
The 5153s are probably both our preference. I think we both agree that. And I will say one thing, I definitely agree with you, Dave, 100%. The 5151s that I've owned, they're noisy as hell. Noisy as hell, incredible hiss. And you literally have to have a noise gate pedal with those amps. Otherwise, it's almost overbearing sometimes. Even my combo, my old 5150 combo, the PV, was just had an incredible hiss. And even with it was tough.
Go ahead. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear the. I mean, it's not quiet. This is on now, and it's on channel 3 right now.
Yeah.
It's not quiet, but it certainly is not as noisy or hissy as those old amps are. Can you hear it?
Not really. I mean, maybe a tiny little bit. I hear my a little bit here because I got my amp on too. I mean, But honestly, when I was at your house a couple months ago, we played through that amp. Both you and I both played through that. And I owned the same exact amp that you did last year. I didn't have two 212s. I only had one 212 with the exact same head, ivory and everything, and I loved it. I do miss it. I love my setup now too, but I miss that 50-watt head. But yours is very quiet.
Yeah, it's very quiet for what it is. It's very quiet.
Because that weekend that I was out there with you, we were playing. One of us was playing through that, and then you had just got your 5150 overdrive pedal, and I think you were playing through that, and then we flip-flopped. But very quiet amp.
Yeah. I love using it in the house, and I have to also say that I don't use this live. I don't play with this much overdrive live when I gig. I use small boutique amps, 40-watt, like a 40-watt hand-wired clean amp, and I use pedals. I have 2 different pedal boards. I do have the 5150 overdrive in one of them, but I haven't even used that live yet. I use an exotic SL drive as my main overdrive for soloing. And I use a ZVEX Distortron as my rhythm gain, my rhythm overdrive.
Yeah.
And it's very light gain. When I play live, I play classic rock and blues mostly. I don't really do the Van Halen thing. We'll play a Van Halen song every once in a while, but that's not really what I do.
Yeah.
So I would probably never use one of these amps playing live. It just wouldn't be the right amp for that situation.
Yeah.
But when I do these things and when I fool around, when I sit in the house and noodle around, I love using this because it's you don't have to plug in any pedals in. It's it sounds great at super low volumes.
Yeah.
You know, I go tremolo crazy. I usually, when I play live, I don't even use a Floyd Rose, really. I use either a Les Paul or a Strat with humbuckers in it, but a regular Fender style tremolo. I play very differently when I do gigs.
Yeah.
So you know, yeah, and I use heavier strings as well. I don't use 9-gauge strings. So to see me on a gig, you'd be like, "Wait, is that the same guy?" You know, it's not. I don't. It's the same guy, but it's very different style of playing.
Well, you know,
and when I do gig, right now I'm not gigging because I can't. I have cataracts in my eyes. I know you know this, but maybe people in Videoland don't know. So I can't drive at night right now. So until I get my eyes dealt with, which will be by the end of the month, I can't gig because I'm not going to ask anyone to drive me to my gigs, or wait till the end of the night to drive me home. I feel that that's just not the right thing to do, and I don't want to depend on anyone. So I've taken a little hiatus from playing live at the moment until I get my eyes worked on. So it's going to take, I've been playing, this Van Halen style of music for a little while now because I haven't had any gigs. So it's going to take me a little bit of woodshedding to be able to play with less gain and, those pedals and stuff.
Yeah.
Where, it's so much easier to play like this. It's easier because all the mistakes get hidden by all the distortion. So,
we had a conversation about that when I was out.
Yeah.
Because, the Van Halen thing, I don't play live. I mean, I was actually in a Van Halen tribute years and years ago. I kind of miss doing it. I play live so much more than, than I ever do. But we both agree that, the Van Halen, that's our hobby, that's our passion, enjoy doing. Not necessarily.
Yeah, this is like absolutely. Playing like this is definitely a hobby of mine.
Yeah.
But it's not what pays my bills.
Yeah. it's what creates bills for me,
Yeah, you're absolutely right. The funny thing is you're absolutely right. I tend to buy more of these guitars because I enjoy them, and the guitars that I use when I play gigs, those are like my tools. So, my tools are rusty and they're old and beat up, and I just use the same old tools that I've been using for years. But, when the new Van Halen comes out, the new Van Halen guitar comes out, I want it like the day before it comes out, I want it. It's very funny.
Yeah, I know. I know exactly what you're talking about. Exactly.
And Johnny knows, too. I mean, when he plays out live, his main guitar is a Telecaster.
Right.
So, but, when you see him on these videos, generally you see him with either something striped or something with a Floyd Rose on it.
Yeah.
And it's generally not what he uses when he plays live. So it's, it's like that, I think, for all three of us, really. This is a fun thing. We have fun doing it. It's cool to be able to do it. If I got a gig to do it, I'd be able to do it.
Yeah.
But it's not what I do. It's not really what I do. And I think I can speak for Johnny as well because I've seen it. I've never seen him play live, in a gig situation, but I've heard him play songs that he has played live. So I know what he does and how he plays. He's a great player. He doesn't really use the Floyd. He doesn't do the dive bombs. He doesn't do the Van Halen thing when he plays live.
Are you guys talking about me? Well,
no, not at all.
Well,
hey, there's something in the background, very different, John. What is that?
Huh?
There's something in the background, very different. What is that?
What happened? What? How'd that thing get there? Crap. Well, you guys have amps in your background, I had to at least, put something back there. Yeah, well, for me, I mean, it depends on the gig I'm doing. It depends on the band I'm playing with. Like, generally, if I'm playing... Yeah, for me, it depends on the band I'm playing with. If I'm playing... the past several years, the band that I've been in was more of like a
Spit it out, Johnny.
I don't know how to explain it. It was more like the White Stripes kind of thing, you know. So it was more like fuzz tones, 212 amp, you know. So it was more you know, that kind of thing. And my original stuff that I write, it's
Single coils.
It's all different stuff, you know. But I do play, you know. I do use that amp, and when I use that amp, it's the bands I'm playing with are more like rock, hard rock bands, and I do use the Van Halen guitars, you know, and I do, you know, do the whammy stuff and all that stuff, but it just depends on the band I'm playing with. I play with many different styles of you know, groups. So let's answer some questions real quickly here.
Sure.
I gotta get out of here. I told this guy we would address this in today's hangout, but this guy Robert says, "Hey Johnny, I'm a big fan of the hangouts you guys do. Where can I find out the times you're on? I've never caught you guys live yet. Thanks, Robert." And something that I told him last night, I wrote him a message back. We were going to be doing these things mainly Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and figure out a time. Maybe it would be like what we're doing today, maybe. You know? Maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday, do a live hangout at, when do we start this? 6 o'clock?
8 o'clock?
At 8 o'clock, 8:15.
5 o'clock?
Yeah.
5, California time?
Right.
The 5 or 6 o'clock Pacific time, we'd probably do these Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then the off days. You know, Tuesday I'm out of town Tuesdays, but I still do other related videos and things. Okay, and then _Logan _ guitarist on Instagram said, "Hey Johnny, can you post videos of more EVH tricks, because you're great at doing those."
What other tricks are there?
And I said,
didn't you do them all?
well, he basically wants me to post them on Instagram, is what he wants me to do. He wants them on Instagram. They're all on YouTube, all the ones I've done. I generally do this, you know, stuff on YouTube, but he wants me to post more stuff on Instagram, so I told him I would. So if you're watching this, _Logan _ guitarist, yes, I'll post more stuff on Instagram, besides chicken photos. Faraz, question for Dave and Rob, and yeah, make this quick if you can, because I was supposed to be done like half an hour ago. What about the volume drop from the clean to the crunch channel on the 5153?
From channel 1 and 2 share the same volume, and channel 2 and 3 are different. So I just set my volume the same when I'm going to be switching.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the same 2 volume knobs. I just set them both at the same, and I don't notice much of a difference.
Well, the 100 watt has 3 different channels. So what I would do is if there's a volume drop between 1 and 2, what I would do is I would set the clean channel louder than the other channels, and use my volume knob on my guitar to even it out.
Good answer.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Rick VH says, you know, there's a EL34 5150 coming out?
Yes. Yep. I don't know that it's called the 5150. I think it's just called the EL34 is what it's going to be called. Or tentatively, it's called the EL34.
Yeah, it could change. We never know.
And yes, that's it, that's gonna. It's basically it pays homage to Eddie's original Marshall amp. And on the tour, on this last tour, if you were lucky enough to hear some of the sound check stuff, you would have heard that amp because he played it at almost every sound check. So, you know, to kind of road test it a little bit. He didn't play it during the show, but during the sound check, he played that amplifier, and it sounded fantastic. I went to the Jones Beach, Long Island show on August 13th, and I got to see and hear some of the sound check, and I heard that amp, and wow, it sounds fantastic.
When I saw
Sounds way different than the amps he used for the show. Not to say that those didn't sound great too, but the sound check amps sounded way different and way cool.
When I saw the sound check in Hartford, Connecticut, he also played that, and I remember hearing him play "Running with the Devil." I believe using that amp, and it was just be fun to see that amp come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to see what happens at NAMM next year. So, okay.
Or
real
maybe
quick.
it might even be ready by Summer NAMM next month. You never know.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Real quick, because I got to bounce. Paul Rodden.
Roden?
Rudin?
Oh yeah, Paul Rudin.
Garber. Yeah.
Guys, he's like screaming, guys.
What's up?
I asked Kramer Guitars, Neptune, New Jersey, about Eddie's 5150 guitar. I don't know who it is that runs that group, but he said that 95% of Ed's Kramer guitars were swamp ash or basswood. I really think the 5150 was made out of swamp ash.
Here we go again, Dave.
No way. Absolutely not.
Okay. Maybe
not.
well I'll put a link right here on the screen. I'll put a link to a hangout we did with Paul Unkert, and you guys can watch that. I think that answers a lot of questions.
Yep.
And then real quick, Big Beegs. Big Beegs. Thanks for the answer, fellas. It was funny listening to Johnny try to pronounce my YouTube name. Lol. Not my real name, just a nickname. My friends call me Ha Ha. So your friends, you go by Big Big. Your friends call you Ha Ha?
Yeah, I was just gonna say his friends call him Ha Ha. Ho ho.
So you have a real name, but you go by Big Bigs, but your friends call you Ha Ha.
Funny how? Funny ha ha?
Funny, what am I, a clown?
What am I, a clown?
Paul, real quick, Paul Rodden. I watched that Unkert hangout. I think is. Paul Rodden thinks that Unkert is mistaken. That's what he's saying.
Well, I can tell you that a whole bunch of other people other than Paul Unkert that know Paul Unkert really well, people that work at Music Craft, and we all know who I'm talking about, and other folks, they also say that the 5150 is popular.
Yes.
So I'm sticking with that story. I don't buy the bass.
And first of all, Kramer at the time only used two different woods. They only used poplar and they used maple for their guitars. Those are the only two woods that they used. So it's not basswood, and it certainly is not swamp ash. They never used those woods for anyone's guitars. It was either you got your guitar in poplar or you got it in maple. That's it.
Yeah, I agree. But that again, that's that's what the stories that seem to come from the reputable sources I've talked to, and I believe.
And I'll even say, I've spoken to Andy Papicchio about it. Andy Papicchio is the president of Floyd Rose right now, and he was the vice president of Kramer back then. and he knows. You know, he was very in touch with that stuff.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've had conversations with him about it.
I'm gonna have to introduce myself to him at NAMM because I keep seeing him, but I've never met him.
Nice guy, sweetheart.
Yeah. Next time I'm there, I'm gonna have to say hi to him and tell him I know you. So.
He's a nice guy, Johnny. He's a peach. He's a real peach. Right, Dave? A peach. Oh, yeah.
All right,
yes.
I gotta bounce.
Him and his sister are both super nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, yeah, Floyd Rose. That's the way to go. German Floyds. That's everybody's favorite.
That's where I get these things. That's where I get these things. Right from him.
Yeah. You can't beat a German Floyd. You can't. There's nothing else in the world like it. All right, I gotta go. You guys. I gotta get out of here. All right, this has been awesome. Thank you, Paul Rodden. Thank you, Faraz. Thank you, Vinny. Congrats on your guitar, man. Do a Facebook Live video tonight, Vinny. I'll jump in and watch it.
Congratulations.
Everybody who has questions, everybody who's watching this right now, I see you. I can see you. Thanks for watching this stuff. If you dig the stuff, please, slap a like on it. Let's try to get at least 2 or 3 likes on this video. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
And
thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up if you dig it. Yeah, subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. We do a lot of these things. Like I said, we'll be doing stuff like this Monday, Wednesday, Friday. About this time, it's looking maybe something like 5 o'clock Western. Is that what I am? Western?
Western.
West Coast.
Pacific time. Pacific.
There we go. Western Pacific.
A new toy coming in the Johnson household on Wednesday, so keep your eyes peeled.
Cool. All right. Yeah, we'll be talking about that Wednesday then.
New guitar, right? Isn't that what it is, Johnny? Grob, new guitar grob.
We're
gonna call it New Guitar Grimace.
I think it'd be called New Guitar Johnson.
Yeah.
New Guitar Grimace Johnson.
Yeah.
New Guitar.
Unbagging, yeah.
Unbagging.
Oh yeah,
Johnson. I've got those pics, man. Yeah.
Johnson unbagging, yeah. We're gonna have a live unbagging.
Yeah, I got all those pics sitting right here. Yeah. There was a previous video of me unbagging all those. Johnson unbagging.
Johnson
all right. All right, I gotta go.
Can we actually say that?
I just said it. So.
There you go. It's okay because Johnny said it.
Yeah, well, that's his last name, so. Okay. All right, we're out of here. Rob, great to see you, man. Nesdal, don't hang up, you guys. I'll tell you guys a couple things once we hang up.
Okay.
Paul Rodden, thanks for doing this stuff, everybody. All right, look for a live hangout Wednesday with Rob Johnson and his special surprise. All right, Johnny Beane, johnnybeane.com. See you guys.
Gonna rock this town. Yep.